thanking you for your donations, time, prayers, love, desserts, and money to help them get to go to camp this summer. We want to thank you for that. It was their idea to make that big card for you. There is a donations coffee can underneath that if you want to give tonight to help pay their balance. We've been very generous and thankful for that. Okay, raise your hand if you remember Jack Benny. Raise your hand if you remember Jack Benny from radio or TV. All right, Jack Benny. You remember Jack Benny? Yeah. All right. Well, tonight our teenagers are going to present a recreation, reenactment of March 12, 1939. It's an episode of the JELL-O program starring Jack Benny. And in this event, you're going to hear from Rochester, Mary, Bill, Kitty, Don, a policeman, and Carmichael the polar bear. A couple of things about some things that they mention along the way in this episode that are from 1939. That's going already. Bee Lily was a witty entertainer of the day. Pygmalion, of course, was the popular play that the musical My Fair Lady came from. Hedy Lamarr was a famous actress of the day who also had earlier invented frequency hopping for radio-controlled torpedoes. In 1939, the federal income tax deadline was not April 15th, but what day? March 15th. Salam is an Eastern tradition of bowing when you greet someone out of respect. And then, of course, Jack Benny's old nemesis, Fred Allen, is mentioned in this episode. At this point, there was a famous feud between Jack Benny and Fred Allen. It was a pretend feud because they were friends in real life, but their pretend feud helped both their ratings of their radio shows. Fred Allen was a fabulous ad-lib comedian, probably the best that's ever lived. And Fred was married to Portland Hopper, who's mentioned in this episode. And she was also on his show. Her famous line on the show was, "Oh, Mr. Allen, Mr. Allen." Another term for federal agent was G-Man. You're going to hear that term. And finally, Frank Buck. You probably remember him. He was a famous large wild animal trapper who would trap animals for zoos and circuses. He's mentioned as well. Now we're going to have each of our youth come up. They're in our presentation tonight. They're going to introduce themselves and introduce their characters. Going to go in order of this script.
I'm Ryan Roach, and I play Jack Benny. He loves money and hates to spend it.
Hi, I'm Leanne, and I'm playing Mary, the wisecracking secretary.
Hey, my name's Daisy, and I'm playing Jill, not too smart.
know, when a friend recommends something to you, whether it's a movie, a book, or something good to eat, you naturally feel favorably toward it. You feel that you can expect a real quality. Well, that's the way our millions of friends feel about JELL-O, and no wonder. For JELL-O stands for quality. The name JELL-O is a trademark. It's a property of General Foods, and it tells you here is the best looking, best tasting dessert your family can enjoy. The one and only JELL-O. If you hear any other dessert called JELL-O, you'll know that's incorrect. Well, there is no other. And JELL-O brings you delicious, extra rich fruit flavor, fragrant, full-bodied, and creamy tender. And satisfying goodness that makes JELL-O America's favorite delicate dessert. So when you buy, don't accept any substitute for the real thing. Look for those big red letters on the box. They spell JELL-O.
That was What a Friend We Have in Jesus, played by the orchestra. And now, ladies and gentlemen, I bring you
Hey, wait a minute, Jack. What's the idea?
There's going to be a little switch, Don. Tonight, I'm going to introduce you.
Well,
And now, ladies and gentlemen, I bring you a man who today is celebrating his 16th anniversary in radio. Here he is, folks. 300 pounds of sugar and spice and everything nice. Don Wilson. Now there you are, Don.
well, thanks everybody, and thank you too, Jack, for that lovely tribute. But really, you didn't have to do it.
Oh, yes, I did, Don. Any man who can spend 16 years in radio and never miss a broadcast, a laugh, or a meal deserves an ovation. Today is your day, Don, and nothing is too good for you.
Oh, I'm glad to hear you say that, Jack, because for some time now, I've been planning to ask you for a raise. I think I should get more money, don't you?
What's that, Don?
I said I think I deserve more money.
You sure do. Well, let's get on with the program. Tell me, Don, I'm sure a lot of our listeners would like to know, how did you happen to get into radio? Were you always an announcer?
No, Jack, I started out on an exercise program. I was known as Happy Don the Muscle Builder.
Oh, setting up exercise, okay?
Yes, I used to start off the program by saying to my audience, bend over and touch your toes. Yes, sir, and then I'd bend right over with it.
Oh, sure. I can imagine.
No, wait a minute, Jack. I'm still pretty limber. I can still bend over and touch the floor right now.
Oh, yeah? Don, if you were an old maid, you'd have to go down into the basement, stand on a barrel, and bore a hole in the ceiling before you could look under the bed. But this is your anniversary, Don, so let's change the subject.
Okay, Jack, how about that raise? I think I deserve it, don't you?
Yes, I agree, but not spending. Oh, hello, Phil, how are you?
Hi, Jackson, what's new?
Jackson again. Phil, why do you walk in here every Sunday night and call me Jackson?
Because asking for a raise is like going up against a stone wall.
Oh, well, that was very clever, Phil. Very clever. You know, you're just lucky you're not broadcasting over a trap door right now. By the way, aren't you going to congratulate Don? You know, he's been in radio 16 years today.
Sure, congratulations, Don.
Oh, thanks, Phil.
You know, Jack, I've been in this record almost as long as Wilson.
Yeah. Oh, that's right, Phil. You started out in radio with a hillbilly band, didn't you?
Yep, the Blue Ridge Blue Blowers. Wait, what interview?
Oh, were you the leader?
No, I played first judge.
Let's see. What were we talking about?
Well, I don't mind being assistant, Jack, but I've been with you for 5 years. Now, how about that raise?
Raise. Don, keep your shirt on. Let's ring brothers move on. And stop scowling at me.
Hello, Jack.
Oh, hello, Mary. Where were you?
I just got a letter from Mama, and I was out in the hall reading to the janitor.
To the janitor?
Yeah, he says Mama's funnier than you are.
What? Cyril said that? I hope he gets termites in his broom handle.
You want to hear the letter? Mama's a panic today.
Oh, all right. Go ahead. What's the B. Lily of Plainfield got to say, huh?
Here it is. Plainfield, New Jersey, March the 9th.
Look, it's written in red ink.
Yeah, it's an extra.
Oh, well, go ahead.
My darling daughter Mary, just a few words to let you know we're all well and that I received your last check. Quite a while ago, wasn't it?
The old gold digger. Go Well, it was about time she got married.
When the bridegroom said I do, your father yelled hooray, and I was so embarrassed I stopped applauding.
That's typical of your mother.
Your sister's husband is a local tree surgeon, and it was love at first sight.
Oh,
She met him one day when he came to prune your Uncle Otto's wooden leg, which is budding again.
budding again?
Yeah, last year they got 3 bushels of apples off this.
Oh, that's amazing. Continue.
Your new brother-in-law is 6 feet tall and has beautiful brown hair, which would look much better without those bangs.
Your sister would get something like that.
Quiet.
Oh,
The happy couple are driving to California on their honeymoon and plan to visit you. So get out of town before it's too late, my dear.
boy, is she coy.
I don't think so.
Of course not. You're in the group too. Go ahead, Mary.
Your brother Martin wants to thank you.
Oh, hello, Kitty.
Hello, Jack. What's going on?
Mary's mother is talking on her program again. Go ahead, Mary.
Your brother Marvin wants to thank you for the movie camera you sent him on his birthday. He took movies of your cousin Willie last week in our neighbor's chicken coop.
Wow.
It must have been quite a picture. They're going to preview it tonight at the police station.
What a family.
Month's closed now as there's no other news. Give my love to Don, Kenny, Phil, and that gray-haired weasel you work with.
She thinks she's fine.
So goodbye for now. Your loving mother, Pygmalion Livingston.
Pygmalion? Well, she's topical anyway.
P.S. I almost forgot to tell you, when your father read about him and Mara eloping, he tried to kill himself, but with Coca-Cola as usual.
Well, I'm glad that's over with.
You know, Jack, Mary's mother is a scream. I wish my mother was as smart as she is.
Why? Isn't your mother smart, Kitty?
Not very. She thinks I'm a former tenor, Frankfort.
Say, Kitty, how's your new boyfriend?
Oh, he's swell. But he sure likes to eat at fancy places. I've spent a whole lot on him lately. I think I should be able to count it off of my taxes this year.
Kitty, no matter how much you spend on your man, you can't deduct it unless you marry him.
Well, the government went through that way to conceal.
Oh, I'm sure they would. You know, in the first place, Kitty, when you make out your income tax, you should get somebody to help you.
Well, gosh, I already have 4 accountants, and I drove them nuts.
That I can believe. Say, Bill, did you have much trouble making out your income tax?
No, Charlie, you pray me, it's a pleasure.
Is that so? Bill, if I only paid you 35 cents a week, you should slam me every time you meet me on the street.
I'll slam you right now if you want me to.
Some funny crap. Ha ha. And now, ladies and gentlemen, this being Don's anniversary,
Say, Jack, the government's gonna get a big kick out of my tax.
they are
Yeah, I wrote a poem on the back of my check.
a poem?
Rickety rack, here's my check for the income tax. If it bounces, let it slam, and give my love to Uncle Sam.
Well, that's very good. Very good. They should love that. And now, ladies and gentlemen, as I've started to announce several times, what was that now? Oh, yes, Don, yes. This being Don Wilson's 16th anniversary, I would like to have you all listen attentively to this grand announcer whose mastery of the English language made him the success he is today. Take it, Don.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, this being my 16th anniversary, why don't you celebrate by running down to your neighborhood grocer and asking him for a package of tasty and delicious JELL-O.
Bravo, Don.
It is America's favorite gelatin dessert and comes in 6 delicious flavors. Strawberry,
Oh, folks, what diction.
raspberry,
What superb enunciation.
cherry,
Note the bell-like quality of his voice, folks.
orange,
Listen to those pear-shaped tones.
lemon,
Ain't he a whiz-bang?
and my eye thank you.
Did you hear that, folks? Did you hear that? If that wasn't thrilling, I'm a monkey's uncle.
Here's a banana, Jack.
Thanks, it'll go well with some Jell-O. And now, ladies and gentlemen, as a climax to this special occasion, we were going to do a little play called The Life of Don Wilson, but we found it rather dull. So we decided instead to give you the life of Fred Allen, but that turned out to be repulsive. So therefore, folks,
Say, speaking of Alan, I saw that picture of you on the front cover of Radio Guide. Were you trying to fight him?
yes, sir. And I looked pretty tough there, didn't I?
You sure did, but I couldn't figure out what you were holding in your right hand.
That was a fluke. You see, Alan is a snake, and I need to charge him before I can hit him. Now we're getting back to our play, and I think it's a crime the way Portland has to take in washing. Alan's doing all right. Oh, well, anyhow, tonight we are going to present... pardon me. Hello?
Hello, Mr. Benny. This is Rochester.
Oh, it's you. What do you want now?
It's about Carmichael, the pole bear.
What's the matter? Is the cold still bad? You know, Mary, he caught a terrific cold last week. How is he, Rochester?
That doggone man.
Well, did you give him that hot bath like I told you to?
Well, yes and no.
What do you mean yes and no?
I got him into the bathroom and he got me into the tub.
Well, look, Rochester, there's a mustard plaster in the cabinet, so you better put it on his chest. That'll help.
On your chest, what about all that fur?
Well, naturally, you'll have to shave the fur off.
Boss, if I ever get close to him with a razor, I'm gonna get even.
Rochester, don't you lay a hand on him.
Not if I want it back.
I'll come home right away and take care of Carmichael myself. In the meantime, put him to bed. So long.
So long.
What's so funny?
Wasn't it funny when Mr. Wilson asked you for a raise?
It sure was. Goodbye. I'm sorry, fellas, but I've got to run along. I'm worried to death about Carmichael. You can take care of the rest of the show, can't you, Don?
Oh, sure, we'll walk, Jack.
Come on, Mary, I want you to go with me.
Okay.
Can I come too, Jack? I've never seen a polar bear.
Sure, Kenny, he's never seen a dinner either. Let's go, my car's right downstairs.
Oh, that old thing? If you're in a hurry, let's walk.
You'll go in my car and like it. So long, fellas.
So long. Well, Bill, what'll we do?
I don't know about you, but I'm about to lay down over here in the corner, play with play, and I'll come back.
Well, we'll be at my house pretty soon now. Gee, I hope Carmichael isn't seriously ill.
Forget about the bear, Jack, and watch your driving. Oh boy, what a car.
Well, what's the matter with it?
Every time you step on the gas, the radiator shoots up like Old Faithful.
Well, a little water isn't going to kill you.
Whee! Boy, I'm enjoying this ride.
Are you kidding?
Yeah, I'm young and I can take it.
I wish you two would stop joking when I'm worried about Carmichael. Who knows? Maybe he's dying.
Oh, Jack, quit worrying. The bear will be all right. And watch that stoplight.
What stoplight?
The one you just went through.
Oh, well, nobody saw me.
They didn't, they?
No.
Then what's that? A mockingbird?
Oh my goodness, it's a cop. Now look, kids, let me do the talking. Hello, officer.
Hey, you, what's the big idea? Where do you think you're going to? A fire?
Well, that's original.
Mary. Well, what seems to be the trouble, officer?
You see that red light that keeps going on and off back there?
Yes.
That ain't just to break the monotony, you know.
Well, I'm sorry, officer.
I got a good mind to give you a ticket.
Go ahead. I dare ya.
Now, Mary. She's a little nervous, officer.
Oh, yeah?
You can't arrest us. I'm a junior G-man.
Kenny, be still. Look, officer, I got a